So I got invited to the Diablo 3 beta from Blizzard the other day, and I decided to check it out. I created my first character as a demon hunter, and one of the things I quickly noticed is that Diablo 3 definitely puts you in the mindset of how Diablo 2 and Diablo 1 was. The grim, dark scenery, the zombies, the gore, the blood and guts, the abilities, the items you find everywhere, the fact that there's a lot of breakable objects. Although I've seen games where you can interface more and interact with the environments more, obviously break more objects. The scenery is really beautiful. There's a lot to see and a lot to do. The game basically is your typical action RPG game. There's been many games to come since Diablo, like Torchlight, where you have 5 ability slots or 6 ability slots, one to hold potentially healing potions. The others are various abilities for your character. You can only pre-fill one slot at first when you first start the game, and you get additional slots where you can add more abilities as you go up levels. You can hold more abilities at the same time to give you more skills at your disposal. At the time of my demo, I made it up to level 5. You basically have 2 pools. You have a rage pool, which is basically one type of mana, and your mana pool, which is another type of ability mana. And you have to balance out not draining both pools, which leaves you kind of shy on using your abilities. Some actual abilities you have will add more rage as you use them. So you use one ability to boost up your rage, and then your other ability to get your rage back. Example would be the Bola, which boosts up your rage, and then the Rapid Fire, which drains your rage. So using them in conjunction will keep your ability pools filled up. There's a lot of NPCs to interact with and talk to in town. All of the interaction between NPCs is vocal, and the audio sounds perfect. The theme music is great for the game. It's really fun. There's a ton of items. All the magic items you know are there. Everything you expect to see, from the slight enhancements to the armor to the various pieces of equipment you equip on your body. The cool thing about Diablo 3 is you can go to the blacksmith, and you can actually kind of like tear apart or dismantle your magical equipment and then pull out components from it which you can use to craft new equipment that's often better than the stuff you find going out adventuring, and better than the stuff that you find from the local merchants. So that was a nice touch and a nice feature. I like how in some classes you can dual weapon. If you have a light one-handed weapon, you can put 2 weapons in your hands, or you can use 1 weapon and a shield if you need more defense. The game has a great feel to it. One of the things I really liked about the game is how easy it is for other players to drop in and offline into your party. I was just playing by myself solo, and several times while I was playing, 2 to 3 other characters dropped in. We instantly paired up and hit a dungeon together, and then some of them dropped out later on. The monsters' difficulty levels adjust depending on the players jumping in and jumping out and the level of the players. So, 1 minute the monster's easy, the skeletons die easy, and then they get 4 people who are level 9 jumping in, and all of a sudden I can't kill the skeletons myself without getting help. So it auto-adjusts the difficulty of the creatures you fight based on the strength of your party and the amount of people in your party, and it does that on the fly, and it's a really cool feature. It keeps it challenging so that nothing's ever too easy, but if you're only playing one player, it's challenging, but you could do it. It's not terribly difficult, but man, when I had 3 level 9 characters jump in, I just could not kill a single creature without getting back up. When my character did reach level 9 later on in the evening, me and a buddy teamed up, and we're hoarding, and we got trapped in a room where we were surrounded by monsters, and they had these pillars that just sent out new monsters every few minutes. When that happened, we kind of just had to lay traps and get out of the room. That's one of the cool features about the Demon Hunter. You can lay traps, which slow down your opponents when they hit the traps, and then you can kind of bombard them from a distance. The quests are pretty detailed and accurate. Pretty basic stuff. You won't find any find item quests here. This is all going to be destroy, kill. I mean, you might find an item, have to search for an item, but ultimately you kill a boss, you beat the quest. You're searching for something, but not in the fact that you have to collect 10 items and bring it back. I haven't seen any quests like that at all in the initial stages of the beta when I was hitting back and forth between the temple dungeons and the New Tristan town. Basically, everything you liked about Diablo is there. You can see I laid down some mines in case there were any monsters down here. I did find a couple of empty dungeons that were pilfered already. When you do play multiplayer, sometimes you in the party, if other players can clear an area before you even get there. I found that I tended to be slow because I tend to enjoy the environment, fight everything, pick up every piece of gold, look at the equipment before I drop it. So I tended to lag behind and found it better to play a little solo for a while until I got more familiar with the game and the mechanics, and just, I just enjoyed reading what the NPCs had to say, whereas a lot of the people I teamed up with were rushing all ahead and just killing as many things as possible because they've done it before. The teleporters going back into the points in the dungeon where you left off are essential. They make it so you don't have to walk forever to where you get back to town. That's something you might recognize from Diablo 2. The game is just incredibly fun. It's everything you remembered about Diablo. Tons of monsters come at you. You get the frantic pace of rushing, getting surrounded. You kill some monsters and more monsters explode from their bodies. Very gory. It wasn't the type of game I'd let my kids play, but had a lot of time playing Diablo 3. Looking forward to when the game releases. This is only the beta, and I probably put about 2 hours in, and I already can tell this is going to be an exciting game. By far, Rapid Shot was one of my favorite abilities for the Demon Hunter. It goes fast when you have only one-hand crossbow. When you have two-hand crossbows, it's amazing how fast the shots come out. I loved stunning them with the mines, throwing a couple of boas to boost up my rage, and then just launching Rapid Shot at the zombies and kill them as quickly as possible. It's very satisfying and very fun. I haven't unlocked all the abilities for the Demon Hunter yet, but you can read about them online from the forums. So after putting about 2 hours into the Diablo 3 beta, I can tell you Blizzard looks like they have another winner on their hands, and the fans will probably think it's worth the wait. Diablo 3 looks incredible. I haven't even had a chance to check out the auction house, which allows you to purchase items and build your own kind of online market to where you potentially can make some currency by selling powerful items to other players and buying powerful items. So I haven't even had a chance to touch on that in the beta. I'm just pretty much experimenting with the gameplay aspect of the beta right now, but definitely be on the lookout for Diablo 3. It's highly addictive, it's fun, it's fast-paced, it's furious, and, the dropping in and out of multiplayer is just really, really cool.